Prickly Patroller Ramirez. That's the focus of today's video. She just came out. She gives you a Ricochet perk, where when enemies attack you, they take 10 base damage, and in the lead, it's 15 with Affliction. And apparently, a commenter on my stream tested it. That works with Hybrid, so if you want to extend that Affliction, we can go for that. I want to try 3 builds today. First, I'm going to put her in a Swamp Knight build. Yeah, I just kind of stole my old loadout from forever ago. I'll link this down below. I made a whole video on Swamp Knight and was not very impressed. He's pretty good for lower level missions if you want to just take a bunch of damage, summon the phantasms, and kill enemies without really doing anything. He works, but he struggled a lot in the end game, and I figured this build would work perfect. If you're just trying to encourage yourself to take damage, that would make sense. I imagine I'm going to go a similar route with her in the lead. I'm not really sure what to do with that yet. And then finally, I want to mix her with my classic Whiteout Fiona build. I'm going to link both videos on that down below. The first video is showing it off with a lot more math. The second video is just because it's awesome, and Whiteout Fiona came back around. Super awesome build on its own. So if you take nothing else from this video, you'll at least leave with that suggestion of that build. So I think she might be okay in the support of melee builds where you're already going to take a lot of damage just naturally because you're in the thick of it. Maybe that extra damage is useful. I don't know. I'm being pretty optimistic. So I'm just borrowing from my video. I'm using Survivalist and Coconuts. Monster Smash, I think, is just to activate the team perk. I think that's what Make Account was for as well. Quick Fingers is here. There are kind of a lot of options, but yeah, I'm just going to go with this build, see how it does, and see if there's any merit to this at all. All right, no coconuts. Oh, hey, wait, what if I get 5 right here? Okay, no coconuts yet, but Archer gave me a triple armor Baron, which was missing from my original intro. Let's just see. So the phantasms are meant to heal me, and then Prickly is meant to kill them, which is not really how that's going. Yeah, I don't know if teammates are helping me right now. It's not really doing anything. That's pretty much what I expected. Obviously, I am recording this in a fire zone, so the affliction from their fire damage is going to stack up, but I'm not terribly impressed. All right, I know this is a big encampment, but my standards are high. If I'm going to bring it to the 160 zones, I want it to be good. All right, so let's just see. Oh, okay, all right, yep, beehives win. All right, trying that again. Let me actually eat the coconut this time. Switch to the not armor baron. Oh god, this is a mess. This is a mess. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we got the armor baron. Enemies are dying. I will say that much. It's working. It's working. I don't think this build is essentially designed for miss monsters. What if I just shoot a discharge and I'm dead? Yeah, I think that's what I expected. Considering how that went, I just decided to abandon the game and set up the melee build. I don't think running her in the lead is going to change a damn thing, so let's just see how my favorite melee build performs with this in support. I swapped out Paleo Luna for her, just so you know. All right, loading in with the Whiteout Fiona build. Let's just see. All right, when they do damage to me, it's... Oh my god, an unnoticeable amount of... Wait, what? Wait. What is that damage? What is that damage, my guy? Oh my god, it's not even doing anything. You can see why I love this build, though. Look at that. Totally rocking out, charged up, bunch of enemies, all getting hit, so the explosion's triggering every time. The single target damage on this typically is pretty low, but woo, the weapon is amazing, but oh my god, that's 30,000 damage. If we take out the shielder, this is nothing. This is nothing. Oh my god, I thought it would help like a little bit. Why is it 10 base damage and not like 10% of their damage dealt? Because that would be fair, you know, like even a baby zombie, like most enemies hitting you 10 times is going to hurt. Look at this. Is this a vampiric mission? Life leech? Yeah, so the life leech from the mission modifier is canceling out. It's not doing anything. This is okay, I expected this hero to be bad, right? Okay, I wasn't like my expectations weren't very high, but wow, like, okay, all right, I understand that this might be a perk geared towards newer players. I think the enemies taking a bit of extra damage when they attack you will certainly help out, but in the end game, this is where I have to test stuff. You know, I like to really, you know, if something is really actually good, it'll perform well in the 160s. And that's just where I have to bring it. So Yeah, I guess if you're like using that Swamp Knight build, you're in a lower power level mission. Oh, you have Little Ben's War Cry. You know, you get the amp up, and you know that the enemies aren't really going to be killing you anyway. The Prickly can help you maybe go AFK in missions. You know, if you're running a low level V-Buck mission, which happens pretty regularly, maybe that can help you stay alive. But I cannot see any function for this hero, so. Yeah, this video would be incredibly short if I stop now, but I enjoy this video enough to just sort of continue it. I'm going to keep going. You know what? I'm going to kill this encampment real quick here, and we're going to trigger the defense. This is just going to be a Stormblade video from here on out. We can kind of enjoy the prickly nature periodically, but the life leech is completely canceling out this weapon, and I am wildly disappointed. Not the weapon, the hero. All right, so Archer, as you were saying...
So, it irks me that Epic keeps adding these useless heroes when they are sitting on, like, at least 20 or 30 now unused hero perks from pre-hero rework. Like, there were perks that reduced the cost of building for, like,
yeah, I missed that.
You were playing and stuff like that, and it's like they're sitting on them, right? It can't be that hard to report them back in.
Wasn't there like a test build that buffed minigun damage the longer it shot or something?
Probably.
I don't know. There was something about miniguns that was like clearly way too powerful to exist, but I've heard of these before. I've seen the perk icons. I'm pretty sure there's a wiki page for it. Maybe the editor can throw it in there. Like, there are true actual perks that exist that used to be in the game and are just not. And this has happened before. Red Willow. We got this hero now. Brainstorm. Who is that for? Who, like, wait, what? Frozen enemy kills cause phantasms? Like, are the developers trying to just piss off the fan base? Like, who is this for? What? I'm getting mad. I'm getting worked up now. But like, why does this hero exist? Like, I get it's kind of funny. You get to be a cactus and just sponge damage, I guess. But like, she doesn't give you any armor. It's just damage and a tiny amount of that. I said in the recording when I was muted, Archer, but I mentioned like 10% damage dealt back on the enemy would be a lot better than 10 base damage. Like, I don't know why they went this route. 10 base damage is nothing. The life leech is counterbalancing that. I don't.
They had the last time I ever remember them reusing an old perk from pre-rework is what is his name? He's the Pirate Kin. He does the shields. That was a hero trait.
Oh, the Booter something Ken.
Yeah, Freebooter Kin. That
another hero. Shield when you smoke bomb. Like, it's kind of useful sometimes, I guess, but oh, you really got to stretch to find a use case for that. I had some people defend it. They're like, oh, it's really good, gets you out of a pinch. And I'm like, yeah, okay. Being able to like instantly re-shield is nice, but I don't know. Is that really worth a whole perk? You could be doing more damage and just playing safer. You could, I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Wait, what perk are you talking about?
Freebooter Ken? I'm recording right now. We're talking about the new Cactus hero, who's just so bad, Mattio. The damage in this game...
I know. I just used her in her mission. I was testing her out myself.
Her damage is getting canceled out by the melee life leech.
Yep, life leech. I was actually...
Same mission?
I wanted to see you... I wanted to see if you knew that. Yeah, life leech cancels out her entire ability.
The enemies are taking 0 damage from her. They're healing off of her. Like...
Oh, and you want to know something even more interesting? I don't know if you know this yet, but the 10 base damage doesn't scale. So what that means?
Yeah, it's nothing.
So if an enemy has 100,000 health, if you hit it and it has 50,000 health, it's not taking 10,000 damage as, you know, the 10 base damage initially. It's taking 5,000, so it goes down further and further. So it's quite, it's funny. Like I know they didn't mean to make it bad, but
or did they? I don't know. Honestly, with Red Willow and Freebooter, Brainstorm.
Who is this hero for?
That's what I was saying. Who is this for? New players? Maybe.
Because like I've seen footage of it in Stonewood, and it does nothing.
Is it really still bad in Stonewood?
Yeah, it's bad.
Well,
in Stonewood
because like I said, it doesn't scale. It scales to the sense of like the damage still goes down, if that makes sense. So like the heroes or the enemies still taking that little amount of damage every single time. But
I know that YouTube viewers are hearing this from me for like the 3rd time, but I would love this to be functional in like a melee build. Melee builds, shotgun builds, you're taking damage from enemies all the time. You can't really avoid it. So maybe them taking some ricochet would be a nice thing to have. I wouldn't mind that. It would keep you alive a bit better, I guess, but this is not it.
You know what they could do? Make it instead of taking, well, they leave the damage, they leave the really bad 10 base damage, whatever, but add life leech.
Yeah.
So you're getting heals back.
I mentioned earlier, she has no armor. Like, you're meant to sponge damage, but she does nothing to keep you alive. And it's like 10% ricochet. It's not that much. If she gave you armor or healing or what you were saying, maybe there's so many things they could have done. Why do they do the things they do?
I hate to be a stick in the mud, but every time we talk about a hero being bad, a new hero being bad, they just don't do anything about it. Like, Gia's still bugged.
Gia's still bugged. Phoenix is
just
Phoenix
in a bad state because of animals. Autumn Queen sucks. No one's using her.
Oh my god, Autumn Queen. I forgot about her. I forgot about the new hero this year. That's not good. Brainstorm, I made one video on that. I tried my best. I tried.
It was horrible.
They come out with all these heroes, and then out of nowhere, Clip or Chaos Agent. Like, they know how to make an amazing hero. Chaos Agent is unironically fantastic. I've said it a million times, but removing the reload time on shotguns buffs their damage output tremendously. He basically makes shotguns 80% stronger when you can just reload with a grenade or a shockwave. Or, my favorite thing to do, empty the mag and reload with a war cry, then empty your mag, then shockwave, then grenades. Like, he's awesome. He's really amazing. And I know that not every hero can be a game-changing super meta pick, but there is an in-between, and it's not 10 base damage when enemies attack you. I just don't know what they want us to do with this. Who is this for?
I was thinking, well, the way I saw it is, I can see how like this hero would be good in like a melee loadout where you're up close and like an enemy that jumps on you,
or shotgun or constructor or something where you're, I don't know.
Yeah, anything that like you're passively doing something, right? I can see where like maybe the idea came from that, but it's just the execution part isn't there, you know?
Well, the execution is there, but it's the player. Sorry.
Oh yeah, well, yeah.
I couldn't help myself.
But okay,
I know everybody in chat's laughing. They're dead.
They, you know, I got.
They're dead. Get it? Cause like execution. Yeah.
It's because I was running Prickly Patroller in support. That's
I know. That joke must have had her in support. I get it. The joke's dead. Yeah.
Right?
This is good stuff. You should subscribe.
I think what they should do is instead of making it work base damage, they should just make it a set amount of damage, if that makes sense.
I said 10%.
Just change it from 10 base to 10%.
Yeah,
10%.
That's realistic.
Would make her a decent hero.
If you do nothing to the enemies, they have to hit you 10 times for themselves to die. If they're doing 10% of their damage, that makes sense to me.
If you're not running,
that might be wrong. Maybe if a smasher hits you, 10% of its damage is. I don't care. Whatever. They still have to hit you a lot. That doesn't sound broken to me, and it scales perfectly. Percents are beautiful. I don't know.
Well, on top of that, they also have to make sure that the mission doesn't actually just cancel out an entire hero. You know, like I understand. Maybe they just totally forgot about it, but like
I don't know.
Most of the missions have A, healing death burst, or B, life leech.
With how few updates we get, it pains me to think that precious limited developer time went to this. But whatever. That's the end of the mission. I think we've pretty much said it all. Thanks for watching. This has been mine and Mattio's and Archer's review on the pickle hero. What is this? A cactus? So yeah, I don't know what to say. So put her in the collection book for now, I guess. And then